Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and I just posted both these pin holder flex boxes, and they're really cool and they're really easy to make and quite a bit of fun and pretty unique. And you could engrave on them, put people's names or companies' logos. But anyway, I drew this one first. I redrew this one. I got it off the internet from a Epilogue fan base or Facebook page. And I had to redraw it, and it took me, just a little while to redraw it. But then after I made it, I realized it's a little bit tall for the pins. It works pretty good for pencils. As you can see, this is 4.6 inches tall, where my new one is only 3.5 inches tall. So instead of redrawing each one of these tabs, because they fit, I mean, these are fine, so these tabs are going to fit in there. So you don't want to change the tabs. So let's just get these out of the way. Let's put this in the center of the page. Let's go to ungroup all. And then you want your nudge factor set on, let's say 0.5. So that's a half of an inch. Press or pick that one. Hold down your shift key. Pick that one. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can look down there, you got 8 objects. Arrange, group them together. This is where your nudge factor is going to help you. 1, 2, 3. Now do the same down here. Hold down the shift key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 7, 8. Anyway, let's group those together. Now, you're going to need to break the curve apart because we want these out of the way. 1, 2. I'm moving everything at basically an inch away just to get them out of the way. Now, lasso this. Make sure your proportional ratio is unlocked. And then when you change one number, I'm going to change it to 3.5 inches. When you hit enter, just make sure the 10.56 is still there. Now, we want to go straight back down, and it's going to be a little bit off because we've made our object shorter. But then you're going to want to zoom in real close. Take your nudge factor and put it on 0.001. Grab that, and because of the fact that you're grouped together, you're moving them all simultaneously. I'd go a little bit short, and that way you make sure your plywood fits in there. So we'll zoom in here. And actually zoom in a little bit more. And we'll be a little bit short again. Now that's done. That was pretty easy. But now you cannot just reduce this by, if you went 3.5, because it messes the shape of these objects up. And they might work, because if you did them both equally, they might work. But they look so nice being round. So take your pick tool and just move it close. Zoom in. Your nudge factor is still set real low till that touches, or till you really see that node touch. We're actually going to zoom in a little bit more, and we don't want to be that short, so that's good. Now let's kind of zoom in here. Let's take our two-point line. Let's draw from right there. And if you hold down your control button, and I don't know why it does that sometimes, hold down your control button, it draws a parallel line, or a perpendicular line. Use your virtual segment delete key to delete that. And then we're going to just do the same thing over here. Just get it close. Your nudge factor is still set low. That's good. because that's moving that so minutely isn't going to change anything. 2-point line. Hold down your control button. Virtual segment delete key. Delete that. Delete. Delete that. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure you group these together. Range, group. Now these are basically both the same, so we don't really need that one. So this is the same as this. So I would arrange them on your laser bed or your piece of work, and you know, depending on how big your piece of plywood is, you could put these anywhere. And let's just move this one out of the way for a second. And you know, this might be easier if you're going to make a bunch of them and you want to cut them in strips of, you know, you can get these into, well, something's happened to my ruler. You know, say cut the wood at 4 inches. You could get all this on a 4-inch by 20-inch strip of wood. You can make this box. And since you've got them all, you can move them around a little bit. Cut that out. When you cut it out, and I'm a big believer in sanding everything, you're probably going to want to put this piece back in the hole that it came out of to sand, because these are real flexible and they're not really breakable. That's what's nice about plywood. Plywood means it has plies and layers of wood. It's actually a lot stronger than the same wood of the same thickness. So the plywood is really good for making these boxes, and you could stain them later. But those are some little bitty joints in there. I mean, look at this right here. It's almost cutting all the way through it to make it curve. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching. If you like the file, or if you would like to have the file, send me a message, and or with your email, I'll send it to you. Or go to Epilogue's fan Facebook page, and it's in the file section up top. It's a pretty neat Facebook page, even if you don't have an Epilogue laser. There's a lot of information out there, and a lot of people share files, and we're happy to have anybody. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.